Dude! Hey guys, this is Senjo Anime. Real quick, I just want to get this little warning, disclaimer thing out of the way, just so it's easier for everybody. So let's get done. This video is under the laws and conditions of fair use. As such, I own absolutely none of the material in this video. Also, just to keep in mind, guys, this is a theory video of my own opinion. It's completely circumstantial, completely controversial. Anything that is said in this video is my own personal opinion. It is not fact, nor should it be claimed to be. So now that we had this little video, little disclaimer warning thing out of the way, let's go. Please enjoy. I hope you have fun with the video. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to Senjo Anime. I am your host, Senjo-chan. Today I decided to do a theory video because it sparked my attention. Here lately I've been watching Yu Yu Hakusho, and it really made me beg the question of whether or not Sensui's character is actually based off the 7 deadly sins. Now this is not being confirmed nor denied, so this is my own personal opinion. Now if you've watched Yu Yu Hakusho, or if you've watched it in the past, it's a long old ass anime, and it's probably one of my all-time favorites. Shinobu Sensui is a very unique character in his own right. He's been around for quite some time. Anyone who's watched the anime knows of him and his crazy outbursts. I thought this would be fun for you guys. I enjoyed making it, so let's get down to it and have some fun, alright? Sensui is one of the better characters of Yu Yu Hakusho, and probably the best, if not one of the best villains in the entire series. This has been a well-known theory for quite some time, of him being each one of his personalities being the 7 deadly sins. And then there's another one about each one of them having a mental disability in one way or another. If you guys want, I can do that in another video, but I wanted to bring this one up in particular just because it's well known, more so than the other one. And there's been a few anime like this where the anime is obsessed with the number 7 at some point. Like Fairy Tail is very obsessed with the number 7. Yu Yu Hakusho is up there, as I said before. So this was just a little fun theory that I've always wanted to do and always thought about doing. Just I didn't have enough information to really know how to do it correctly. So now that being said, I'm going to go into the backstory and tell you what I personally think on the matter. Okay, so Shinobu Sensui, the spirit detective before Yusuke Urameshi. He was a spirit detective that believed in the world is simple, black and white. Humans are good, demons are bad. He spent his entire childhood and teenage years as the spirit detective of Earth, believing that. Until one incident with the famous Black Club, someone who's like a criminal who hunted down demons, sold them into slavery, had something called the Feast of Human Vices, where they slaughtered, tortured, and ate demons. Sensui's mind was not able to compare and handle that torture, so he went out and killed every single human. The only humans that got away were the main leader of the Black Club, including the one that Zakyo was the one that orchestrated the Feast of Human Vices. And as such, Sensui was not able to mentally handle the issues that had been brought up to him. All his life he believed that good were humans and demons were bad. Now he had to look at it through a different look and notice that it's a little bit of both, but instead of that, he went out going to destroy other people. Eventually, he killed all the other humans. And this bridged him over to more heinous times. Not long after the Feast of Human Vices was found out, he and his partner Hitsuki soon left the spirit world's spirit detective agency. They left with the chapter Black in hand. They had a videotape that shows all of humans' worst sides, like war, killing each other, killing demons. The worst of humankind was on that tape. Very famous. They took it and they planned to use it as a way to manipulate the end goal was for them to gain access into the demon world and to have the demons come to the living world and kill all the humans on Earth, including Sensui himself. In order to do this, they had to get companions and people they knew they could trust and manipulate. So when they figured out that they need to break through a Gekai barrier and they need to get smaller insects to get a little bit of energy, they were able to find people who had something called territories. They gathered up people who they thought territories would help them in the long run, and thus help them get to their goal. These were known as the Seven. Now I'm going to talk to you guys about 7 people that went together. I don't remember all their names exactly because it's been so long, but Gourmet, Game Master, Sniper, Seaman, and Doctor decided to join Sensui and Sensui Shinobu after seeing the chapter Black Tape. They were just as terrified and ashamed and disgraced as Shinobu was, and they decided to work with him in order to create this perfect world, not knowing that they were nothing more than pawns. They could easily get away with it. The only person that was his partner was Itsuki, who may or may not have a relationship with him. So that's pretty much their history. Now I'm going to actually get into the theory of Shinobu Sensui's multiple personalities having being based off the 7 deadly sins themselves. So that was just a brief history. Now we can get into the real fun part of this video. On the one hand, I can see where this kind of makes sense. 7 personalities, 7 different sins, each one a little different than the other. But quite frankly, to be perfectly honest, we don't know too many of the other personalities. We know of 2 personalities inside Sensui Shinobu's mind. We do know that each one was meant to counteract a different issue that came from the piece of human vices, but we don't know who they are, what their names are, or what their personal power sets are. Furthermore, we don't know which sin we're dealing with. We could say Shinobu Sensui himself, as he is, would probably be pride. And that's only a guess. You gotta think of all the other ones. Maybe lust or even envy. Or the demons that have to suffer. But we don't know enough in order to actually say, hey, they are indeed the 7 deadly sins. The other 2 personalities we know about is the one named Minoru, who is the basic personality that you see, the very suave one that you see in most of the Chapter Black Saga, and then the other one is known as Kazuya, who is a very angry individual of Sensui's personality to deal with anger. So his is basically wrath, and what I like about his personality the most is the fact that he has a freaking machine gun for a hand that shoots spirit energy. Like, that is beyond crazy. What makes Shinobu Sensui better than someone like the Toguro brothers is you can understand what he's going through. He's going through a mental breakdown of whatever he believed was right at a young age was not right. In fact, it was not the complete opposite, but it was a lot more wrong than he originally thought. So you can sympathize with his upset state of mind. You can understand how he came to that conclusion when all he believed were humans were good and demons were bad. So, in my personal opinion, maybe not. In short and final thoughts real quick here, do I think that Sensui Shinobu is based off the 7 deadly sins with his personalities? I say there's a lot of evidence that makes one believe so, but I don't believe that that's the case, only because we don't know all 7 personalities. If they had done a deeper look into the 7 personalities in the anime, like I hoped they had done as I kept watching it, then we'd be able to get a more descriptive answer, but we cannot because we know at best 3 personalities, and we don't even know them all the way to the fullest extent as much as we should. And this theory is the same way if you look at through the other theory of Shinobu Sensui, as far as each one of the personalities is a different mental issue. We don't know exactly enough from the other 4 to state whether or not that is the case. But I like to say, hey, it's an interesting fact that Shinobu Sensui's personality is based off the sense. Yes, I thought it'd be a great idea. But whether or not what I think is great doesn't help with the facts, and the facts still remain that there is no proof from what we've seen in the anime that that is indeed the case. Sorry. That is my theory on Shinobu Sensui being based off the 7 deadly sins. If you like this video, if you like the theory videos that I'm starting to do, please leave a like in the comment section below and comment whether you want me to do another one, and if so, what you want the content to be. Also, follow me on Twitter at Senjo-chan. Follow me on Facebook at Senjo Anime. I always love hearing from you guys. It's always a blast to know that I got people who want me to do more videos and do different content. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do next, but I know I have to do the Fall 2017 anime lineup, so I will do that coming up in the next future. I know a few seasons have already started, but I wanted to do a couple things first, so I might do that next week. So tell me again, guys, like, comment if you thought this was worth it, right? If you like the countdown done so far, click that subscribe button. You know, just click it. You know you want to. You know you're going to. I don't even know why you're trying anymore. Just click it. I've been Senjo-chan, and thank you for watching Senjo Anime, and I'll see you in the next Anime Watch. Later.